And we are back. It is the Fellas Awards week. We know you're all excited about these.
It's our anniversary.
It's also our 2-year
Yeah,
Your
anniversary.
anniversary. Yeah.
It just all meshes into one when you're having so much fun. I can't believe we made it 2 years.
I know. Well, it was a year ago we started YouTube. 2 years
Yeah.
ago we just went on Spotify and it was just me in my brother's room.
Oh yeah, that's him. We're
Using
moving
a
places.
shit mic.
Yeah, that's it. We're moving up. Yeah, fucking hell, 2 years. Wonder how many times I've told you to fuck off in 2 years.
A lot.
Yeah.
Mainly when I say something about Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, don't you dare say anything bad about him this week.
Oh, he's in me not better the year, to be fair.
Piss off.
He's
He had a good week this week on the pay-per-view. I really enjoyed that match. As you can see, guys, we've got our friend back with us, Teddy, who is representing in the New Japan. I think we might need to get Teddy in to be our New Japan correspondent.
Yeah, I agree. We don't do New Japan, do we? We don't look at it, so.
Which I'm back religiously watching it again. So if you ever do want me to, I will happily be your correspondent of what's going on in.
You're like our Ollie from a Family Guy. I know what Teddy for New Japan. It was amazing. Thank you, Teddy.
And it flips.
The really small guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So if you watched this one last year, you know how it goes. Me and Matt have decided between us the categories. We then pick our nominees. And then last year, we deliberated between us for a while. Dummies were spat out. Toys were thrown out the pram. Matthew, and we decided on the winner. So this year...
We didn't decide on the winner at all.
No, we didn't.
The comments, no one commented.
Yeah. There was a few where we agreed on. There's a few we disagreed on. But this year, we thought, let's make it easier on us. And let's have a neutral friend come along. And that's where Ted's come in. I already feel like I'm going to get ganged up on already. Like you're nodding your head. Why? He's changed his hat twice.
And his background.
I want to be the NJ correspondent. That's why I've gone full NJ. But John, if your choice are really bad, I can swap into my other attire.
No, mate. Prefer that one you're on now. I like the
other one, mate, to be quiet.
We're gonna work our way through the categories throughout what we've got here. We've got the usual stuff: your superstar, male superstar of the year, female superstar of the year, match of the year, pay-per-view of the year, so on. We've even threw in the good old-fashioned wanker of the year, because a certain Phil picked it up for 2 years in a run. Reigning undisputed. Let me just check. I don't even think I've put him in it, you know.
He surely can't be in it. There's a lot worse this year.
No, he's in it.
Yeah.
He's in it.
He's in it?
Yeah. He's always going to be in it.
Don't, just because of Drew. Get over it. No one really cares anymore. Even Sheamus said it.
The way I've put it is, I'll explain it a bit.
All right.
He sort of shares, it'll be shared between him and somebody else.
Oh, no, I'll fight on my own for one person winning this.
Oh no, the person he shared it with is probably the same person you put there, and I will probably just go, yeah, no, I agree with that one. But yeah, we've got some in there. But let's see how the guys get on. So how have you been, fellas?
Good, mate. Good. Getting back to normal life again after my holidays. So
tell the peeps, how was Wapan?
It was amazing. NJPW and going to Korakuen were tremendous. It's such an incredible place. Being a fan in an NJ show was weird though. The clapping, no real cheering, which is a crazy thing.
The strangest part of it all is when you told me where it was.
Yeah.
Considering how iconic this place is. You went into a building.
So you go into a building. And then it's fifth floor, Korakuen. So you go up 5 floors, go in this lift, and you come out and you're at Korakuen. That's how it is, and it's and it's so it's no bigger than a floor. I'd probably say it's about as big as a floor, like at work.
I would say it's probably iconic for New Japan, like Madison Square Garden is for WWE. And it's not the big venue they're in, because obviously that's the Tokyo Dome or the Sumo Hall. But to do so much there in that little, and it's on the 5th floor of, like, could you imagine that going to work? Guys don't know we all work together. Going to work, and on the 2nd floor, there's a full-on wrestling event going on. Fucking epic, by the way.
We could do it, No one's in there anymore, so we could do it.
Get Bob to open the gate so we get everything in.
Your mate to do it, because I've got his number. I'll give him a bell. I can get to open the gates.
After I
won't ask a certain somebody to be ring announcer. We'll get somebody else to do that. So I don't want her anywhere near it.
I'll do it. I'll take the hit. I'll
that's fine. And me and John will be commentators.
Yeah, that'd be fucking epic. Anyway, if anybody watches and have a wrestling company and they want some commentators, I know 3 guys that are willing to do it.
I haven't got a face for that screen. I've got a face for commentary, so it's all right.
Yeah. I'll even get in the ring, mate. I'm happy to be slammed around for a bit.
Put him in the ring with CM Punk.
I don't, because they wouldn't. Yeah, no.
That'd take me to a shoot real quick.
That'd be shoot. Yeah.
I'll fight Tony Khan for free. I will fight Tony Khan for free.
Yes.
So that, to be fair, he's not. He's at the top of my shit list at the minute.
I don't think there's many, and I love AEW, but he's sitting pretty on top of my list as well at the moment. He's slightly ahead of Mr. Phil Brooks.
That's a massive statement from you.
It is, because he's ruining one of my favorite things right now, and yeah, well, he booked a good show this week, didn't he?
Yeah, he did okay. He did okay.
Can't really argue that, but right. So, Matt, how you been, mate?
Same shit, different day, innit? No, all good, mate. All good. All good. Put a lot of videos out over the past week. We've had the
last week.
Bray Wyatt
session last week.
Yeah, we did a long session. We did the Bray Wyatt, our reaction to it, which we've had a few comments on. Your mate, Dave Ingham, has commented. It says, I did have it up. I've closed it. And we had someone else comment as well for the first time. Bianca Selinger. Thank you for the comment, saying thank you, Bray. Your mate Dave says, not Dave Meltzer. It's me, Dave Ingham. Just to confirm, it is Dave Ingham. Great video, fellas. Been looking forward to this one since it was mentioned. Nice to see us talk about Bray and how he infected people's lives, people with his persona. I'm looking forward to your content on the upcoming draft. How it will move WWE into the future of this new era. Keep up the good work.
Well, talking of the draft, if I weren't working Saturday morning, I was going to do a live feed for the draft.
Yeah, I was as well.
But I've got to fucking work on Saturday because work's selfish.
I'm going to Scotland next week, and I'm taking my days back on Backlash. So I can do a live stream of Backlash.
Good lad. That's right for you.
But yeah, I was going to do something for the draft. Because I was going to...
Might do a Raw one, because I'm off on the... We're both off.
Yeah, could do a Raw one. Off on Tuesdays as well. Anything planned next Tuesday? Nothing.
But then we'll normally record on Tuesday as well. So, I mean, I'm about to do both. I'd love to do both. It's whether you can.
I know I'm all watching Raw anyway, so I watch most of it anyway. But yeah, we'll work that out.
Cool.
But right, good week for. I'd say it's a good week for AEW this week. Put on a
makes a change.
Good pay-per-view. Couple of returns there, couple of surprises, and a big congratulations to Swerve Strickland being the first African American to win the AEW title. Whose house?
Swerve's
house.
To be fair, I did walk around my house all day yesterday saying that. I even changed it to my dog's name. Because it's his house. So when I went to whose house then, he opened his eyes and looked at me. He's like, "You're not starting that bullshit again, are you?" One thing about Swerve, I don't get Prince Nala. I know everybody absolutely.
I love it. I think I absolutely love it.
I think for me to take Swerve seriously in this title, he needs to drop Nala on his head and get rid of him.
You keep him there, mate.
Put him with someone else. There's other people that need him. I don't feel like Swerve needs that idiot dancing behind him.
He doesn't, but he just makes it better.
He does. He makes the whole thing work. Leave him be.
Yeah, he does. You take it away, and it's just typical heel, isn't it? Let him just let him have him there. It's chilling. Don't get involved. Don't do now. Just dances.
Yeah, precisely. Just fucking dances.
Exactly, and it's mint dancing. Better than what I can do. Go on, Teddy. Shake them moves. There you go. That's what you get on the fellas YouTube channel. Teddy dancing.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll stick some music there then. I'll stick some copyright music.
The Swerve music. But yeah, no, it was a good showing. Bryan and Will Ospreay, quality match. I enjoyed the 6-man tag, House of Black against Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Briscoe. I thought Briscoe
surprised that they won. I'm really surprised that the House of Black beat him. That surprised me massively.
But at the same point, how can you, if they need to start booking the House of Black to try and make it more serious now?
It's been too long where they haven't, isn't it?
Yeah. They, especially when they say House always wins and then they never win.
So, do you watch 9 Pictures? No, I always forget which one it is. I think it's Cultaholic. They like dream pitch like 9 pictures for different pay-per-views, and they said for all the this weekend it were like, so they've got this house rules matches, like Julia Hart like had the house rules like for the titles and when they had the belts. So what they were saying is they should have a smart baby face which just calls down an ally to make it a handicap match. Like, and I thought that's such a good idea. Like, have the house rules just backfire. Like, it should be jokes.
So why has, right, I know we were just talking about this guy before we come online and the record. So why has Danhausen being booked in a match against Brody King just come in my head and him call down someone like Ethan Page or something that to do a 2-on-1, lets them do it, or Brian Cage, we mentioned it because he's a man, but someone big, like a big guy, come down, absolutely manhandle, have a good match with Brody King, and then Danhausen tags himself in for the pin. But literally just like sort of just puts his finger on him and holds him down.
That's
the only person I think that would work with.
Well, that means booking Danhausen, and nobody doesn't like him.
Hashtag book Danhausen.
Do you reckon he's been like? Do you reckon he's because he's friends with Pepsi Phil at this point? That
possibly. I didn't think of that.
Thought that, he is quite close with Pepsi Phil, isn't he? The only thing I don't like about Danhausen, yeah.
If you didn't know, John hates CM Punk.
like the viewers as well, unless you've tuned in for the first time ever. Like, oh, what are these guys doing? Welcome. Yeah, I don't like CM Punk. Get over it.
I don't like Tony Khan, so it's all
right. I'd say I'm no, just not. But no, maybe that's a punishment. Maybe is that a punishment? Like, is that like when WWE punished Triple H because the Clique went out and did the whole thing at Madison Square Garden and he got punished at King of the Ring? Is that how petty Tony's being?
Probably.
Probably is. Probably.
Play past him.
And then he's punishing people that are friends with Danhausen, like Ethan Page, who deserves to be on TV so much fucking more.
Agreed.
Absolutely. I'm trying to think what else happened this week. Cause I'm not going to do
TNA Rebellion happened.
Oh yeah, TNA Rebellion. Really, I've not watched it yet.
TNA Rebellion was quality.
I might watch it in a bit.
My new favourite wrestler is Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry.
know it is because you sent me that annoying fucking video.
Did I send you the same one? I swear I sent you the same one.
No, he sent me a Snapchat.
It's so good.
It is.
It's so fucking bad. So I didn't like Joe Hendry. So when we went to what culture and stuff, I didn't like Joe Hendry there either. I just didn't get the whole Joe Henry. I don't. And I don't like that.
I've got a YouTube video for you of all these best entrances, and by the end of it, you'll be on the side.
I watched it the other day. Was it from TNA? The TNA put it on.
No, there's a better one than that. I'll send you. He's got his ICW stuff on, which is even better.
Yeah, send it me. Yeah.
I will do. So
my dude reacts to that because I love Joe Hendry. I think he's sick. But no, TNA Rebellion was mint. Like, pissed off Moose won, but I get why Moose won.
One little thing on that then, because I know we've talked about this person and his brother quite a lot recently. How do you feel about Matthew Hardy turning up as Broken Matt Hardy?
Love it.
Don't care.
So
don't care about Matt Hardy anymore.
I think his time's done in AEW. It's been done for a long time. And I think
got there, wasn't it?
Yeah, to be fair, like TNA looked after him, and TNA let him like kind of regularly like do the Broken Matt stuff properly, whereas Tony seemed to allow it to start with and then couldn't kill it off fast enough for me.
I think too many people slept on the Broken, because I think WWE slept on the Broken Matt Hardy gimmick as well.
Yeah.
TNA did the best with it. The matches in the yard with, I'm trying to think who it was back then.
The K did one. Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy were another one.
Yeah.
Who else? They were Apocalypto with Ethan Page. Ethan Page was in one as well.
Yeah, that was the AEW one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he did one with Bray there as well. But I think if they book it well, it's good. My only worry is the guys that helped book their matches are now working for WWE.
Yeah.
So do you know to fix our Tony Khan problem that we all very pissed
Scott D'Amore.
Shoot him.
I was supposed to say Scott D'Amore would be the answer.
Shoot him. I'd shoot him would be the answer, but Scott D'Amore's next.
I'm gonna have to say we watch our videos, man. I'm gonna see which one of us is bitter about who most. Is it me?
It's not even bitter. It's ruining the company.
Yeah, but I've never once said about shooting CM Punk.
Oh, you probably have somewhere down the line, mate. When we were in London, when they're in London, probably at one point you said, "I hope someone stabs him." At one point, you probably did. You hate him that much. There is no doubt you said that.
I did.
Or something along those lines.
Fuck yeah! I did start the
did get violent
chants. I did start them, and I did start the boo chants for him as well.
All three of you did really well with that. You could hear it on TV. Anyway,
it was fucking loud. There was quite a few people that were at it. The pot for colour. I said that to you when you messaged me. The pot for colour of cult personality that got a pop, and then he came out and it got booed.
So I nearly scrapped with a guy on our row, like over the CM Punk stuff. Like everything, he was so anti-elite. It just got annoying by the end, and I did just want to fight him. But the guy was like massive, so it wouldn't have gone my way. So
headbutt to the dick, boom! When it went down like a fucking.
But yeah,
I got stones. I come
nice one. Cheers. That was anticlimactic, wasn't it? Like a bag of stones.
I want to say like a bag of dicks, but
what you get up to in the bedroom, mate, is totally up to you. Do you know what I mean? I'm not here to judge.
The only thing I said, headbutt to the dick, and then I had dick stuck in my head. But no, it was let's say I've not watched Rebellion. It looked good.
Rebellion was ace.
I've only seen the end of it as well. I haven't seen anything else. Oh, I've seen where Moose powerbombs Nick on the ramp as well.
Anyone hear about Eric Young? Like his ear like came off.
Oh yeah, so they did the I think Kazarian did I think it was like a powerbomb or a flip off the top rope with him, and it was supposed to go through the whole table, but it got the corner and really cut his ear, and it looked really bad, and it just wouldn't stop bleeding.
From Mick Foley.
Yeah, essentially, he had to have it reattached by plastic surgeon straight after the match.
Jesus Christ! Right, okay.
On that website.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. I know where I'll find it.
That's where I was Dynasty.
I didn't. I paid.
Fuck you, Tony Khan. I am not fucking paying for shit.
I paid for Dynasty because I couldn't be arsed trying to find a stream.
If I would have known that, I would have logged in to watch it.
I didn't pay, just so you're aware either.
I do have the AW Pass, the AW Plus back as well, mate, if you want to use that too going forward. Just to let you know.
I've got that as well.
But yeah, no, it's a good week. But let's get into everybody's favourite part of the show.
I'm sorry, I know we're getting to the best bit. How much do you pay for that?
$7.49.
I don't know. I was going to pay for TNA Plus.
It's £7.9, isn't it? Something like that.
$7.49. TNA Plus, mate, it's not worth it though. But we'll get into that.
No, I know.
You don't get the
content on YouTube, to be fair, for TNA.
Yeah, it's the pay-per-views that so ROH do the same thing as TNA have done, and I don't know why they thought it was a good idea. They put the pay-per-views on there on a delay, like ROH is like 3 months behind or something stupid like that. But then they charge you $9.99 for it. Where with TNA, they've got the tier, haven't they? And if you paid for the big white, like stupid, like $200 and something tier, you get everything. But you pay the $9.99. I don't even think you get the pay-per-views in 3 months time.
You don't. You get TV and you get classic pay-per-views. That's all you get.
But it's back on English TV.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you sent me the thing, didn't you?
Yeah, and I had a look. They are showing the weekly shows as well as a classic episode every week.
Oh, okay, cool.
I can tell you now, because I've got my TV on in the background, I can tell you when they're on. Tomorrow is... Tomorrow's a normal show. It's on at 9 p.m.
It's on a reasonable time as well.
Yeah, and then the greatest matches is on Friday at 9 p.m.
Do we know how far behind it is for the weekly TV show?
It's saying season 1, episode 7.
I hope that's
what channel is it on?
AYOZAT. IOZAT. It's way down the numbers. But yeah, there's something for our audience. If you didn't know and you were looking to watch TNA Impact, it is back on Sky TV. If in the UK, or where else would be? Italy. Sky's in Italy. I don't know if they've got it, but yeah, IOZAT or whatever. And now showing TNA twice a week. I don't know if they're going to do the pay-per-views down the line. I don't think so.
No, I don't think they will.
Trying to find the number now. How annoying is it when someone says it's on this channel and you can't find the fucking channel because they don't know the number?
I've just been searching for it on Sky Go. It's not on Sky Go.
Obviously, this is where I did the recordings and I'll be able to find it. I've probably gone past it.
Sounds like an international channel, but it's definitely... I don't think it will be.
No, because they've got... they don't start... So when I look at the channel, it doesn't start till a certain time of the day. 186.
186.
Yeah. But like now, they're showing Strongman.
No, they don't have it on here.
Not on Sky Go, no.
Yeah, no, they don't have it on Sky Go.
You've got your Skybox 186. It's on there. They show like Strongman and all different little things. I think it's just like a channel being put together for almost like competition or competitive based stuff. Just grabbing deals where they should. Bravo should come back and put TNA Impact on there as well as the pay-per-views.
Bravo! Do you remember Bravo?
It was great.
I remember watching TNA on the wrestling channel.
Oh, mate, that's where I first seen TNA on the wrestling channel, as well as New Jack stapling money to somebody's head the same night. On another, that might have been like GCW or something. I don't even know what that was, but I just remember sitting there going, "What the fuck's he doing?"
This ain't WWE.
Why has he got a stapler? Where's he got that dollar bill from? Yeah, that was my first introduction to New Jack, actually. But yeah, so TNA is back on English TV on this channel that's randomly on Sky. It probably only last about 3 weeks because they're losing its licensing. But hey ho. But yeah, let's get to everybody's favourite part of the week. What shirts are we wearing, guys? What we got on?
I've got a United Empire shirt on. I've got an LIJ hat.
Your other hat, though, if you put your other hat on for a second.
Yeah.
And don't lie to us, Teddy. What link did you use to get that hat?
The one in the link down below. The one down there.
That's where I got this one. Also, Mr. CM Punk, Phil Brooks. Yours is better. Yours wins.
The Muscle Man dance.
The Muscle Man dance.
Yes. So I went on, and by fluke, they had this T-shirt and his new concept T-shirt, his new gear concept that he never wore. T-shirt on. I don't like that T-shirt, so I got the white Jim because could call him Big Sexy there. But yes, I use the link below to get it, as well as the USO one that I haven't worn on pod yet. But
Just a quick one. Yeah. Has anyone been doing the QR codes? Speaking of what, like, I know it's not wired, but this week's video was pretty weird.
It's like he was stalking someone.
The white compound.
Yeah.
It's the white compound, and there was a note outside it.
Yeah.
Don't remember who you are, or remember me or something.
My issue with this is, how long is it going to be? So how long will we chase?
I reckon it's going to be. I reckon Sauda, King of the Ring.
I reckon Monday night.
But this Monday night coming.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
He's coming back with Alexa, isn't he? So it makes sense to have people come back for that, and then.
I reckon Sauda. King of the Ring.
See, Saudi's a bit of a grey area because they're a bit funny about things like that in Saudi, aren't they? So that's the issue there, obviously. But yeah. Or Backlash. I just we were chasing the white rabbit.
Backlash could be a shout.
Yeah, we were chasing the right rabbit for far too long, and it sort of killed it for a while.
I didn't think it. I felt because we said if it went on for another couple of weeks, then it would. Because I know it got to a point where you're like, we know what it is. You just need to do it now.
Yeah, I think as well because we know who it is. It's not hidden who that is.
I mean, this one's like
we know who the main one.
Yeah, we know, and like people that are obviously into that shit know what it is. But I mean, like. I get why they're probably going to drag. I know why they're going to drag it out a little bit longer.
Yeah, I get it. Also, that they could be dragging out because they're waiting for people to be cleared fit as well, and contracts, stuff like that. Because it's going to be him and Alexa, as far as we're aware. Maybe Braun, Eric, and I've heard Dexter Lumis.
I've heard Matt Hardy as well.
Well, he's back. Yeah, but he's back on their roster page.
He's not contracted though. Matt Cardona is, and he's not contracted so.
Don't want him in it. Keep him away from it.
No, I don't. I don't want Hardy anywhere near WWE anymore.
I think Broken Matt. I don't mind Broken Matt Hardy, but I think it's too much of a gimmick for that. If they're going to try and make this a serious group with like a cult like the Wyatt family were, Broken Matt Hardy's too much of a gimmick.
Would you have him envelop the final prayer, whatever the fucking called, with Karrion Kross?
What, Broken?
No, as in like the whole new Wyatt family. Would you have him just envelop that, like sort of so there's only one darkish, that sort of faction?
I don't think they're gonna get as dark as they should do. I think they're gonna run them, see how they are, because I could see. I know we've had some releases this week. I think Karrion's riding a very short wave right now of like you need to get over quick.
He's waiting for the draft. From what I could tell on SmackDown with that promo, he's being moved. He's going to be moved to Raw, and they're probably going to make him into a big heel on Raw going forward, because obviously they love Drew and Priest, but other than that, Chad Gable now as well.
I don't know, but I think they'll run. I think this Uncle Howdy thing will be a free agency sort of thing as well. He won't be tied down. Both brands, affecting both brands and messing with a lot of people. I'm intrigued to see who to put in it. If it's going to be Eric Rowan and Strowman or Bliss, they need to put somebody new in there because they've been there, done it with Bray, and I get it. And I'll be on board with Dexter Lumis. On board.
Yeah. Grayson Waller. Let's throw the name out. I just want him away. To be fair,
all right.
To be fair, I just want him out. I want him away from Austin Theory because I just can't. Not John's hatred for CM Punk. I've got that hatred for Austin Theory.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it either.
Played his hand this week. Hits me off that.
Yeah.
But that's trying to get them two over as a heel. They did.
No. Still, it's done well.
Yeah,
it's made me hate him.
I'm waiting though, and I feel like we're getting closer to it to Nick Aldis dropping somebody.
Yeah,
I think Theory might be the first person he drops.
Yeah, Theory or Waller.
Because I think they're gonna work the storyline if they're gonna do it with all this and then like they don't like Austin Theory not respecting him and not realizing he actually can go and challenge him to a match and Aldis just burying him, and then we got Aldis in the ring. Yes,
Aldis versus Cody for the title.
And we just need Wade Barrett as well.
Yeah, Wade's taking way too long to put his fucking gear back on.
I don't think he wants to. From what he's said in interviews, he don't want him.
No, I think he's happy now. I think he's happy on the commentary, and he does a good job.
Him and Corey work well together.
Yeah. But yeah, so guys, back to the t-shirts. Mine and Matt's, we use the link below. Ted's over hat, he used that link below. Matt's now put a nice little fancy border around us. You can also see the social media. Can't remember where you do it, Matt. Social media is above or below?
Social media below, and then information about
all our social medias.
I've done it because it looked boring.
Yeah, all the social medias are down there now. I don't need to read them out and remember them. Also, head to the TikTok because there is going to be a new series coming from Moi that needs you guys to be included in.
Piss people off.
And Matt pisses. Yeah, if you want to go see how Matt pisses people off, go across there now. The new series from me will be joining up on there soon. I've just got to finish some stuff for it, and I need you guys to keep it going, because if it's just me doing it, it's going to get very, very boring. And Matt, no, you cannot get the C or P and put who. But yeah, head across there. I think I might do one of them blind reacts you've done, Matt, and piss people off even more because I've got an obscure taste in wrestling, and wrestlers.
On your alphabet thing, can I have J instead?
Why?
Because I believe in Joe Hendry.
It's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. I don't mind that one. I feel like it's gonna be one of the ones that's gonna come up on Jay. So as Matt's probably said, the new series I'm gonna start over in TikTok is we're gonna do an alphabet of wrestlers, but instead of just posting pictures, I actually do a bit of drawing every now and then. Haven't picked my pen up for a while, bit rusty. But I'm gonna let you guys decide who I draw for each letter of the alphabet, starting with A. I've picked A. I did ask Matt to message me. By the time Matt got back to me, it took too long.
I was eating pizza.
And I wasn't restarting. So keep an eye out. You'll see who A is today. Probably tomorrow. Well, I say tomorrow, 24th, because maybe Matt gets videos out. If it is, go and have a look who A was.
I'll be editing this as soon as it's done, and then I'm getting it out tomorrow. So
yeah, it'll already be on there. It'll either be on tonight once we're done recording, because I got to just finish bits up, do the background stuff. If not, it's already there. Go and have a look and comment. Who would you like to be the letter B? I've got a few that I'm wishing the letter B is.
Brodus Clay.
Be cool. If no one comments, I'm doing Bam Bam Bigelow. Just letting you know that now.
Oh, what's his name? Knuckleball Schwartz. What's his name? Was he a B? I'm just trying to think of weird people.
The
Barbarian.
The Barbarian.
Oh, Buchanan.
Berserker.
Hey, boss,
there's loads. There's some that I want to do, and if they come up in the comments, I'm going to grab them. There's some I don't want to do. So if you comment, Big Bill. And there's no restrictions on it, by the way. Any promotion at any time, and if you want me to do a tag team or a faction that falls into the letter, I'm willing to try that as well.
I have a question. Does Enzo class as E or is it N?
Oh, good question.
Meeting the E. He's Enzo Amore.
Okay.
And I'm happy doing Enzo. I didn't even think of Enzo for E. Yeah, but anyway, let's get on.
Sonny for S. Sorry. Yeah, let's do.
Let's get on with it. Let's get on
from
with
the prison
show.
live. Like.
So.
Oh my god, I thought I got rid of all my awards then. I was going to go mental. I thought I'd just deleted it all. But we're fine.
I would have been cleaning up this year. Hit the intro. Ta-da! Tell you what, Matt, I'll let you pick the first category then.
Oh, okay. Should we start off with a big one?
If you want.
Let's do feud of the year.
Ooh, feud of the year. One. Right.
I struggled.
Just so people know, we go from after last year's Mania. So that last year's Mania, 39 doesn't count. Anything from there, including 40, is included. Anything that's happened after 40, it's not included because that'll be next year's.
It's not just WWE, it's AEW, TNA, New Japan.
Anything that's caught our attention in these. So, feud of the year, what have you got? Who's your nominee?
I struggled on mine. But we've gone. So each one I've got a few because I like having a few and then choosing. So I've got Adam Copeland versus Christian. I know it always started late, but I was invested in it all the way through. I have Adam Page versus Swerve.
I've got that one.
Cody v Brock, which is a bit of a surprise because the second match was dreadful, but the Backlash match and the one at SummerSlam was really good. Roman v Jay at SummerSlam. CM Punk, Drew, and Seth, just all together. Just a feud they've got all between each other.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that one.
I want to put it in if that didn't happen at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Cody versus the Bloodline. And then MJF versus Adam Cole. And my pick is MJF versus Adam Cole. No, it's not. Ignore what I've just said there. I've just realised what I've actually put there, and it's not even a feud yet. Cody versus Bloodline.
So I've only got two. I'm not even going to lie here because I literally, the Bloodline, I've gone Bloodline versus everybody. Anybody they've had a feud with over the last year. Okay. Bloodline versus everybody because it has been, it's been everybody in it. I could have written a list there going Jay, Drew, you could have went on all day. And I've gone Swerve Hangman because that one got a lot of eyes on AEW because of the controversy around that Texas Death Match. And I go on Bloodline versus everybody's my nominee.
So this is on me now to pick, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
So this, I'll be honest, there were no doubt in what I was picking out of this. And it's just for that. It's been nicknamed the Avengers moment at Mania. It was just incredible. So I'm going to go for the Cody versus Bloodline.
Yeah. No, I'll give Matt that 1-0 one, but it's sort of a co-win, that one, because he falls in that.
Oh, God, here we go. You sound like
I'll give that one. Fuck you. Right then. So.
Let you choose next.
I'm going to pick one that I've got a few for, because there's some I've just put one answer for. Pay-per-view of the year.
Pay-per-view?
Yeah.
What have you got?
So, I've got, obviously, Mania. I'm clubbing Mania together. I can't. Mania's as much as it's on 2 nights. It's one pay-per-view.
No, it's one event.
I got All In London. Great pay-per-view. Yeah. It was our pay-per-view of the year, running right up to, I think, till Mania. Money in Bank London. Obviously, I was there, so that has a very special place for me. I've got Backlash, just for Bad Bunny and Damian Priest.
I'm glad you acknowledged that.
And I've gone SummerSlam because of the Cody Rhodes Brock Lesnar. Not a lot of people enjoyed that, but I did enjoy that SummerSlam. I did enjoy that match. But I'm going to pick as my nominee. I'm going to go Backlash because I really enjoyed Backlash this year.
Fair play. I'm very surprised with that. To be
I'm
Very
keeping my emotions because obviously All In and Money in Bank would be dead easy for me to pick one of them because I was there and I really enjoyed them. I kept them out of it because I'm trying to keep that. Oh, well, I was there, so that makes it better. But no, Backlash was my pay-per-view for the year. I didn't want to go for Mania either.
So I've got WrestleMania 40. I had All In. I've got a few more. Like I said, I've gone through things. AEW Revolution 2024. Things retirement.
Oh, yeah.
AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door 2023. TNA Bound for Glory. I thought it was a fantastic event. Royal Rumble 2024. Survivor Series 2023. And then All In. My nomination is WrestleMania 40, though.
That's why I didn't pick Mania because I knew you would pick Mania.
Yeah. Just after the emotion I had of that weekend, it has to be Mania.
Yeah, I knew you would.
It was All In. It was All In till Mania.
I thought if we pick too many of the similar, we've got Ted sitting there doing nothing.
Oh no, got
Backlash. So yeah, so Mania 40, mate, or Backlash.
So Backlash, right? That crowd were mad. Let's say that we had such a great crowd, like for the whole show. But it's got to be Mania, man. Like Mania was such a perfect pay-per-view. It was just great from start to finish. I'd challenge you to say that any of the matches were full duds. There were a couple of average matches, but there were nothing there.
Jay Jimmy was a dud, mate. Jay and Jimmy was an absolute dud, mate.
Yeah, that was the only one.
That's the only match that was.
But it made up for it on the main event the night after.
Yeah.
The spear through the spear after the ramp.
Yeah, we're not done there. That's not done that one either. But yeah, no, I can't argue with that one. I knew Matt was going to pick it, so that's why I went elsewhere. But no, fair enough. Go on in, Matthew.
We're going to do Wanker of the Year because I really want to get it out of the way.
Category of the year.
I've got 4.
I've got technically 2/3.
Actually, I've got 3. I'm going to take one out because we're not talking about that. So I've got Goldberg and his tirade he had. I've got my mate Ronda Rousey because of what she's been saying. But then my favourite is obviously CM Punk. No, it's Tony Khan, mate. Can't fucking stand the cunt. Get him gone. Don't let it
because the category is Wanker of the Year. Punk.
Sorry, I didn't say his name right. I'm sorry. It's Tony Cokehead Khan. That's who I've gone with.
I hope we never get into a point where we can talk about affiliations with AEW because
I know
that we ain't getting.
I'll let you and Teddy do that. When I have to do WWE stuff.
So, because it's Wanker of the Year, Punk will always be in that category. First nomination, always 100%. He's in a wanky year because I dislike him. He hasn't. Yeah, he has. So he hasn't really done much this year, but he has obviously brawling and all that lot. But he's in there. He's not my nomination. You'll be glad to hear. I've got Ryback because Ryback is fucking Ryback. He just needs to stay off social media and stay out of wrestling. I've got Jim Cornette as well. He seems to have an opinion on every company. And it's just.
Oh, I thought of somebody else. Go on, carry on. Sorry.
His opinion's absolutely pointless because he'll comment on matches and then backtrack a few months later when he's backing the person. I think he's doing it at the moment with Kenny Omega. He's given Kenny nothing but shit for years, but now he's absolutely praising him. And I've got the same issue as Tony Khan, mate. I know we're not including stuff that's happened recently, but what happened last week made that a really easy option. My nominee. Do we give Ted something to think about, or do I go?
No, I've got another one. If you want, Dave Meltzer.
Oh, Meltzer.
Also there,
Dave the Meltzer. No, I'm going to go Tony Khan with you, mate, on that one. Ted can have an afternoon off on that one. Okay. I think even if I picked someone else, Tony Khan was getting picked.
Yeah, he was. He's slowly ruining the wrestling company that I love to watch. So
Yeah, me and you are on the same line because a lot of guys that we've watched for a long time, and Independence, New Japan, and obviously the Elite, and yeah, he's just murdering a company that doesn't need murdering. Right, my choice. Tag team of the year.
What the year, sorry?
Tag team.
Tag team.
Yeah.
Again, struggled.
Yeah, I did. I really only had one name when I did my list, but I'm going to rattle a couple more off. Obviously, you've got DIY, Newcastle Republic. They're on my list. The Young Bucks, FTR, New Day. Not really done much. It's been a bit of a quiet year for tag teams. You've got obviously Wild Gold Trios. You've got Bang Bang Gang. You've got the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass, and obviously Malachi's House of Black. But for me, there's only one winner this year for Tag Team of the Year, and it's Judgment Day.
I have got Judgment Day. I also had Young Bucks and FTR and the Acclaimed. I had two others. I had the Rascals, TNA.
Yep.
Because every match they have is just an absolute fucking banger. And Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Shit, I forgot they started off the year as a tag team.
Yep. But I have gone Judgment Day. Sorry, Teddy.
Oh, no.
I have gone Judgment Day.
That would have been difficult for me. I'm happy you got...
Yeah, they made... I just think Judgment Day as a group has grown over the past year. I mean, take JD away, because JD's added nothing to the fucking group.
JD's the ball.
Dom himself as grew and looks like he's going to venture out on his own, because Priest has said he didn't need him this week.
Another one we both forgot.
Go on.
The Yeet Boys.
See, I was going to put them in, but they were only a tag team for a month.
Yeah,
still a tag team for a month.
So I didn't really think they'd made that much of an impact. But yeah, Judgment Day. We'll go funny moment of the year.
Go on then.
I mean, again, there's only probably one winner, but I'll rattle off what I thought of. I've got Snoop Dogg on commentary for WrestleMania because it was fucking hilarious.
It was great.
Oh, Yogi Bear, go for a picnic. Speed barking at Randy Orton at WrestleMania. These are half from WrestleMania, I'm not gonna lie. Truth wanting to be tagged in the ladder match. Kevin Owens calling everyone stupid all year. The Yeet conference.
Kevin Owens WrestleMania t-shirt.
Oh shit. R-Truth and the Judgment Day, just as a whole. Thought it was hilarious. And I believe in Joe Hendry.
Who's your nomination?
Fucking hilarious. I believe in Joe Hendry. No, it's not. R-Truth and the Judgment Day.
I only have one for this category. And it is R-Truth and the Judgment Day, because that has been the...
Sorry, Teddy. Why are you here?
The later ones. We've got later ones coming.
Oh, yeah, we'll have an argument soon, don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. There's going to be a full-on argument very shortly. R-Truth and Judgment Day has been, at some points, the best thing on Raw throughout the year, and it's still continuing now, like last week. The whole magician thing with Triple H, and then calling him Ciampa, and then when Ciampa came out, calling Ciampa Triple H. It's just fucking brilliant, isn't he?
So you could just say R-Truth as a whole, then, really, can't you?
Yeah, R-Truth, the comedian of the year, not the funniest thing of the year.
Yeah.
Because it means
fair enough.
Picking fun at R-Truth, and that's not what we do. Right, let's give. What was that funny moment? Yeah, let's give Ted something to do then. Let's go. Match of the year.
Oh, okay.
Right.
This is what. Yeah. Okay, go on.
So I've got MJF Cole at All In. Gunther Sammy.
I didn't have that.
At Mania.
Yeah.
Ospreay Alexander at TNA. can't remember the event.
Hard to Kill, I want to say.
Hard to Kill, it was. I've got a different one.
I can't remember the event.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've got Cody Brock for SummerSlam, Cody Roman at Mania, Bad Bunny Priest just for the crowd, Swerve Hangman's Texas Death Match because it got people talking. What else have I got? No, that's all I've written down. There is more matches and they're all popping in my head, but it's all becoming a bit too much for me to work. I am going to go. Could have really cheated on this one as well because I knew one he would have picked straight away. Kenny Omega and Ospreay at Wrestle Kingdom.
That's a
could cheat for that one in there. Absolute banger. But no, I'm going to go with what I'm going to go with my heart. I'm going Sammy Gunther for WrestleMania because I absolutely love that match. Had everything that I wanted it to have.
Fair. So I've got.
Get a pen out here, Ted. This list is going to be massive.
There is quite a few. I'm not going to lie. Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov from NXT No Mercy. Logan Paul and Ricochet from SummerSlam. Quality match. Bad Bunny, Damian Priest. Backlash, I had that one. Josh Briggs, Dijak and Obafemi from NXT Stand and Deliver.
You're mad. That match for nuts.
Yeah. Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton from NXT No Mercy. And the No Holds Barred match. Chad Gable and Gunther from Raw. Bryan Danielson and Ricky Starks in a strap match, AEW All Out. I'm boring Teddy now, so I'll make it.
No, sorry.
No, it's all right, man. I'm joking. So you went
Sammy Gunther.
No. The TNA one. You went Will Ospreay.
Josh Alexander.
Yes, I went Mike Bailey and Will Ospreay from TNA Bound for Glory. I thought that was a better match. Adam Page and Swerve Death Match. Roman Cody WrestleMania. Sammy Gunther WrestleMania. Darby Allin and Sting versus the Young Bucks at Revolution.
Good match.
FTR and Bullet Club Gold from AEW Collision.
Oh, that was a banger.
And War Games, the women's War Games match. I thought it was better than the men's.
It was.
I did also have Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega.
You could cheat if you want a point. You know what?
No, it's not like to cheat. But I could be wrong. I put it for AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door. Did he wrestle them? Or did he get that wrong?
Did they really run it at Forbidden Door this year?
So I've got it for that event, not
it was the Canada one.
They're
both
bangers. The Wrestle Kingdom their mania in it. It just seems to be that one's just a little bit sweeter.
If I wanted to win, I know what I'd go for. However, I'm gonna go. FTR Bullet Club Gold AEW Collision.
It's a banger.
Fucking enjoyed that match, man, right through. I know people are gonna go Cody and Roman, man. What about? I know, but Cody Roman's an obvious one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just
you know what I mean?
Like, picks it. Like the Mania match, like the Cody Roman one, like it could clear up a lot of things in the awards across the whole wrestling.
I'm trying to think outside the thing.
Yeah,
that's why I did some TNA.
We spoke about the last few weeks about Mania. Mania carries its own magic, so it could be an absolute dog turd match, but because it's on Mania, it's good. So picking these matches and picking them out, people like, oh no, like I say in the comments, we'll probably get or on somewhere. But what about something this at Mania and that at Mania? We get it.
I'm changing my pick. Sorry, I'm going Bryan Danielson, Ricky Starks strap match. I'm going for that one instead.
So you've got the choices, mate. Gunther Sammy at WrestleMania 40, or Ricky Starks, Bryan Danielson strap match.
I do enjoy that Sami Zayn nearly killed Gunther with that brain buster.
It was sick.
That was sick. But you've played into my hands yet again with my love of Bryan Danielson. And that match was really good because I was expecting Bryan to lose, to be honest. But I've got to go with my boy Sammy and going for. Sorry, I apologise.
No, don't you be sorry, mate. Perfect.
What's that? His invite's been rescinded.
Yeah, let's just end the fucking call. No, I had it on there as well. It's just, yeah, I thought Bryan Danielson and Ricky Starks was just incredible storytelling, as well as Sammy. Obviously, Sammy Gunther was. We know how good that was, but yeah, we expect it out of Sammy and Gunther and Daniel Bryan. Ricky Starks was like, I can't believe he actually did what he did.
Can I throw in my own pick?
Go on.
Yeah, go for it.
I would have gone for Brian, the Kenny versus Ospreay at Forbidden Door would have been mine. It's just for...
You would have went the Forbidden Door one over New Japan.
Yes, because if you remember all the build...
When's New Japan Pro Wrestling? When's the Wrestle Kingdom? Is it January?
January.
So we wouldn't have been able to pick that one anyway.
Yeah, you would have.
Why?
From last Mania to this Mania.
But ain't Kenny injured?
Yeah, but he wrestled
in... I think you went this year. That was last year, wasn't it?
That was last January. So it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have been able to do it.
But the Forbidden Door...
He's injured, isn't he?
Was mint because if you remember, this is where Ospreay had done all the Canada shit. Like, it's the worst place in the world.
Yeah.
And he did...
He's got a point, though.
And he brought back the assassin gimmick when he stood in front of all the TVs. Like,
shit, he did.
And he stood in front of all the TVs of Kenny's moments. And he's like, yeah, assassin target acquired. It's just such a sick... And he had his old music, like the elevated music as well. So that'd be mine if I were going to throw a spanner in the works.
Fair play. I just want to have a break in there for a minute, because we just, obviously, with it being a year, there's been a lot of wrestlers passed away in that year. Some have hit harder at us than others. Just going to mention a few, and then we'll have like a little thing come up on the screen. So, Billy Graham passed away 17th of May. We also had the Iron Sheik on the 7th of June pass away.
Thank you, baby.
Sheiks.
Terry Funk, 23rd of August, unfortunately passed away. Droz passed away on the 30th of June. Mantor was 11th of July, and then Bray Wyatt on the 24th of August passed away as well. I wanted to do like a little thing, so there'll be something popped up here now, remembering them all.
I actually got a Terry Funk story when I was away. I went to Ribera. John will know what Ribera is.
Yes, you did. You messaged me going. You messaged me saying you went, yeah.
Yeah, I went in Ribera, and I was speaking to the owner, who was obviously met fucking everybody in wrestling. And he was saying how much he loved having Terry Funk over, because he was just mental. Like, he'd drink sake with him, like, he'd just go shot for shot, like, with him, like, drinking at the bar, and like, it was so funny. It was so nice to hear that sort of story out of everyone that the guy's met. He's met The Rock multiple times. He's met all these famous people. That Terry Funk was like among his like top 5. He did say The Rock was like one, like, was up there. Like, he'd come in a few times, and it just blows my mind how small that restaurant is that The Rock and Andre the Giant are out there. But yeah, it was a nice little memory of of Terry Funk.
CM Punk. Wow.
The picture you sent me, all the stuff on the wall. Maybe Matt can fire it in here so people can see it.
I'll send them over. I'll send them all of them over.
I would zoom in and have a look at all the ones, and I think because obviously Iron Claw's been out this year, which is absolutely amazing if you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
And Kerry Von Erich is like almost center in the picture, and I think he's on there twice, and he caught my eye dead quick, like right away. I zoomed right in. But yeah, no, it's if you don't know it, it is an absolute iconic place. They give out varsity jackets to wrestlers only, which I think is mad. put them on sale. He had one big enough, and I went, I'd buy one. But yeah, no. Once you said you go on there, I was like, oh.
I couldn't believe, right? So I wanted to take more photos, but I couldn't. It blew my mind how small it was. Like I went with the idea that it's going to be quite a normal like a normal restaurant size. It's essentially a bar with eight stools. That's it. Like that's all that's in there. But the steak in there was incredible. It's like the best steak I've ever had. It was like butter. It was just like, it was so good. But yeah, if you ever go out to Tokyo, guys, hit up Ribera. It's easy enough to get to, except if you get on a train that decides to do other things and takes you the complete wrong direction. But we move.
Well, I have an idea. If we hit it big, because we've been famous in the wrestling world, we need to go to Ribera Steak, because then we'll get the fucking jackets.
Yeah, Cultaholic haven't done that, have
they? But no, as Matt said there, swinging it straight back around to them. Yeah, obviously sad losses this year in the world of wrestling. As you well, guys, are well known, it's well documented with us guys. Bray hit quite hard. Previous video was probably gone out. It went out last night for us, but yeah, it's a previous video there, how we reviewed the documentary. Go watch it, leave us some comments, some likes, and hit the subscribe button while you're there. Thank you. Right, whose turn is it now?
My turn next. So we'll go stupid moment of the year.
Stupid moment of the year. So go on.
I've already done this because of one thing. And I just wrote it on there. So
what we're at, stupid moment.
By the way, Teddy,
yeah,
the Joe Hendry song comes out on Spotify and Apple Music on the 29th. Just saying. So if you want to listen to it, it's being played in my car non-stop when I get
it. I want to make it get at least top 10 in the Apple Music charts. I reckon we need to make that happen.
Well, the people listening, get the Joe Hendry song and get it downloaded and get it in the charts. I need to hear it on the radio.
I can't believe we've circled back to the Joe Hendry song again.
Hey,
do you know why that is though?
You can't silence great.
Do you know what the annoying thing is? Do you know what the thing is though? I know you're gonna somehow edit that song into this video now.
Say his name and he appears.
I believe in Joe Hendry. Anyway, stupid moment of the year. Yeah, Rock stupid toy belt. Now I know, obviously, he's just told me the reason why it happened, but it was just stupid. The belt's awful, and it made it really awkward. Shayna versus Ronda in an MMA rules match. What the fuck was that? It was awful, stupid. Don't ever do it again. Drew not going back to the back after winning the title. Stupid.
Yeah, stupid.
Twat. But Tony Khan making the book show the all-in stuff.
Happened after Mania.
Oh, bastard, it did. All right, Drew not going to the back.
Give you that one. Agree with all them, mate. Stupid moments. Like I say, the Rock coming out. That Rock promo. That wouldn't count either, the touching the belt. That was Monday after as well.
Yeah, I did say that when I said it.
Yeah, but he's stupid belt.
That awkward.
Yeah, I get it. But the belt, the people chat belt. I know he got given to him by Ali's wife, but he paraded it around like it was relevant, just like the FTR belt. But hey, FTR.
We all get into Jericho.
FTW, thank you.
I didn't even pick that up then either. I didn't even realise.
I knew it was wrong. As soon as I said it, I knew it was wrong. I've always got Fuck the Revival in my head. That's why. If you don't watch Elite, you don't know what that is. I apologise to them for saying Fuck the Revival, and that was a thing.
They were lovely. They were really nice.
I loved them. I always have done from being the Revival. I got on board with the Fuck the Revival movement because it was great. It was funny. Yeah, well, the moments. I only have one. I haven't noted one down, and that's Brawl at All In. Brawling. Absolute fucking stupid moment. The whole arena knew it happened like instantly, obviously because the internet spoils fucking everything. It sort of once it broke, for me anyway, it sort of, the matches after that, no, the Young Bucks come out straight away after the Punk match. It sort of, just sort of sucked the energy from the event, and it's left a bit of a shadow over what was UK's biggest wrestling event so far. And then obviously now it's led on to the most pathetic moment in wrestling TV history. By far, but that's not part of this year. Say that for next year, Matthew. But I'm going Brawling as the stupidest moment of the year.
And what's yours, Matt?
Drew not winning. Drew not going to the back after winning the world title and parading it in front of Punk. Like, it was always going to happen. Like, sort it out. Don't be stupid.
It's a tough one, that one, because, to be honest, though you say that everyone found out of the event, I didn't find out until the after I walked out of the stadium what happened. But it's got to be, you are right, it's got to be Brawling. It was stupid from all sides. Everyone, there's no, like, on Reddit, there's am I the asshole? They say it's just everyone's an asshole in that situation. There's no good people that come out of that. Kenny Omega's probably the only one who were trying to save the dog. The one before.
What an horrible dog. We said it last week, but what a horrible dog it is, though.
I love my dogs, you know that, but that dog's ugly. Let's go.
What we got left?
We'll go debut / return of the year.
Okay. So you said you had a few there, didn't you?
I've got a couple, yeah.
Okay.
It should only be one on both your lists.
Right. So I'm gonna because Ted said this, Roxanne Perez.
I've just taken one out because I've just realised it was after WrestleMania, so let me take that out. Go on.
Obviously, Will Ospreay doing his full-time contract for AEW, not WWE. Kinsey Okada turning up in AEW instead of WWE. We all thought was there. Punk going to WWE. Randy Orton returning. Kyle O'Reilly, no, Kyle returned. Never mind, scratch that. Kyle returned after.
No, he did. It was before Mania.
Is it?
Yeah, it was before Mania. Yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly returning after 2 years on the injury list. But my nominee, and I might get called out for cheating here. TNA Impact returning as Impact, as TNA, not Impact or whatever it was. It is now fully fledged.
I like what you've done.
Impact.
We're not on the same page there, because before it we said, we might be on the same page with that. We're not. And I like what you've done. Can it be counted?
Yeah, it's a return. That's why.
Is it, though?
That's why I had to get that debut / return in there, because if we didn't get the return in, I was done. It's a return. For me,
I'm not sure about that one, Matt. I'm not going to lie.
Let me fight. Guys, I'm in the corner. Let me fight. It's for years and years. Impact was really good. As TNA Impact, it dropped the Impact and it became Anthems. It dropped TNA and it became Anthem, and then it just became Impact. It has barely struggled to survive. This year, if you go back to our video, it returned the TNA and that moniker coming on. I know they've dropped Scott D'Amore, which is absolutely silly. It's given it a whole new lease of life. And the product they're turning out, you've said it yourself earlier on Rebellion this week, and the people they've got to sign for them, I feel TNA, the TNA moniker returning, it's got to be the return of the year / debut of the year for me. It's give it, but let's see what Matt's got.
So I'll do debuts first. So we've got Adam Copeland in AEW. Mercedes Moné in AEW. Unfortunately, in that shit CEO shit. Will Ospreay in AEW.
Have you guys had this conversation, right? So no, because she's the CEO. Is she the Young Bucks' boss?
Ooh.
See, I'm sure I said this at one. Oh no, I didn't say it to you. I said it to one of the lads on the chat. Literally, she's better than they are.
So in theory, could we see?
They've done it because they can't have boss time.
Yeah, but so could we see it? Could we see a birth of a stable with her in the books and Okada?
I hope not.
That's gonna piss you right off.
I like. Do you know what? I like Sasha Banks. I really like Sasha Banks at Mercedes Moné. I like her as a wrestler. I think the way they've done what they've done with her is poor. That she's injured, so she's not wrestling, but she's on TV every week, but she's not doing anything. She's gone after the TBS title, which doesn't mean fuck all, to be quite honest with you. And they've not presented it. Her promos have been very WWE-ish, where in AEW your promos are more like your loose kind of thing. And that's what's annoying me about the whole.
I don't think she's injured.
She's still injured. She's not cleared.
So what I think they're trying to do is what they want to do with Edge in WWE, and just keep her for certain events. Have her on TV.
Dave Meltzer reported it. She's still injured.
Dave Meltzer
not been cleared.
Go suck a fat.
Well, no, because AEW is perfect for. So we all know he speaks the truth about AEW. But the way they package Mercedes Moné to the viewer, for me, I don't give a shit about her. I'd rather watch Thunder Rosa. And Thunder Rosa's brilliant.
Mate, you need to go back and watch
Willow,
Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker.
Willow, by the way. Willow winning the TBS title. I absolutely bloody love it. I thought it was great and I thought it was done well.
Chris Statland's turner, I just thrown it out there.
Yeah. But Mercedes should be going for Toni Storm.
Yeah.
Title. Not
I think
the
they've done
Intercontinental
well,
title.
so they've got history, haven't they? But
it's just the packaging of Mercedes Moné is crap. I'm sorry, but it's shit.
It's worse
than what WWE did with.
The women's packaging in AEW, mate, is absolutely terrible at the moment. He needs.
Yeah, it is. We've always said that.
But
right. So if you don't want to give over like complete control of the booking, can we just have someone in to book the women's like stuff? Because he knows that's a weakness.
Well, didn't they give Serena Deeb and Madison Rayne? Was it Madison Rayne?
Kenny Omega was looking over it as well when it launched. That was his.
Brandy a part of it as well? With the women as well.
Yeah.
She was there.
That was Kenny's part of being an EVP, was the women's side of the wrestling, because he brought a lot of the Japanese female wrestlers over.
Rio was the big one he brought over, wasn't it?
Yeah, because he wrestled Rio when she was a kid, didn't he? In that really weird wrestling match.
It's DDT, everything happens in DDT.
Yeah.
Okay. I was really confused then. Will Ospreay, Okada, Jade Cargill in WWE. I had to get my girl Jade in. I had to get my girl in.
Right.
Nick Nemeth in TN.
Let me just add on Jade Cargill, mate. How they're packaging Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
Is almost, it's not the same, but it's similar to Mercedes Moné for me. It's taking too long for her to get actually into the action.
But she got that entrance at Mania, I'd say is one of the best. Like you can tell she's a big star.
I get that, but
they made her. Across. Sorry, go on.
She came across, and they didn't like how she performed. She's been sitting in that. How many times she's been in the ring before Mania? Once, twice, cut a promo, and then she disappeared for so long. You were moaning week on week about her not being around. It's almost like Mercedes Moné's. They're not done anything till
because
now.
They packaged her right. They brought her in, made her seem like a big deal when they signed her, coming from AEW to WWE. And all right, it was on NXT, the original when she first shown up. And okay, it wasn't great, but she was shown on SmackDown week in, week out. Not doing anything major, one promo here and there or something with Nick Aldis. And then building seeds with Bianca and Liv at one point. Then she got took off for a while. I agree, she was away. We found out it's because WWE didn't like the way she wrestled and the way she was. But her packaging has kept me intrigued more. And just like that one promo she cut after, was it after Mania or before? No, before Mania, when they said that she signed for SmackDown. That promo was more interesting. It was only fucking 3 minutes, but it's fucking more interesting what Mercedes Moné's done in fucking since she debuted.
So with Mercedes Moné, I don't understand. So I know you're saying she's injured, John. So why not just bring her in as the fucking female GM for the women's division, and then have a have someone piss her off to the point where she fights when she's back fit. Like, that's how you bring her in. Like Nick Aldis is going to do when he's eventually fully fit.
Exactly. Jade wrestling at WrestleMania has made little girls want to be like Jade. Like, it's made Jade make on the level of Bianca, which is hard to do with when you're Bianca Belair and the way she is, but they've made Jade look like she's on level with Bianca Belair. Who, like, in the space of
Bianca Belair. She's so good.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know where I'm coming from with it? Like, it's mental. But Mercedes will get there. I just think her promos have been poor. They've let her come in when she's injured and on TV and starting a feud when she can't even fucking wrestle yet. I just think the whole package of Mercedes could have been done so different, so much better, and not done on TV. It could have been brought in when she's fit on a pay-per-view, ran in, attacked, I don't know, Toni Storm, and then straight up held the title. Would have made more of an impact than for the TBS title. Just my point of view.
I completely agree. Technically, Mercedes Moné debuted at All In last year.
Yeah,
like, when she came out in the crowd.
Yeah.
So
yeah, with a little boot on. Yeah. Nick Nemeth in TNA, I had as well, because I wasn't expecting him to go to TNA. I thought he was just going to be New Japan or AEW, and he showed up in TNA. I had Sean Spears returning in NXT.
That was sick.
Because we all thought it wasn't going to be him. We all thought it was going to be Uncle Howdy or Joe Gacy, and it turns out it was Sean Spears. And then he had the others like Andrade returning or Naomi and stuff like that. But I've gone for Nick Nemeth in TNA out of them all, which is very surprising because
Adam Copeland in AEW. Picks. You got TNA Impact and.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. I'll go with Adam Copeland in AEW then.
Oh, John, you've left me in a weird spot because I am equally happy that TNA are making some ground.
Yeah, me too.
Like, because it's always good having a third promotion like we can watch when the other two. Because is it Mike Speedball? What the Bailey?
Speedball Bailey, yeah.
He's been incredible. Like for the last, he's been really good. That match he had with Ospreay were amazing.
And then the tag match at Rebellion was meant with Trent Seven against the System.
Yeah, exactly. And John knows what I'm going to have to go to TNA. Because I'll be honest, Edge in Adam Copeland in AEW for me, this is probably a hot take. He should have stayed in WWE. He doesn't look half the product that he did. He did when he was in WWE. Don't get me wrong, really enjoyed the Christian thing.
Packaging.
Yeah.
Packaging again.
He just feels like a dad.
I think Copeland's just going ticking the list off people he wants to wrestle there, and that's what he's doing. For me, like this week, teaming with Briscoe and Eddie Kingston against the House of Black. There's no relevance in the three of them being together against. Obviously, the only relevance with the House of Black is that they've attacked them all recently, and they played it across with Briscoe and Eddie Kingston just respecting Copeland and likewise, and that's the only connection. I think he's there fulfilling his Cody list of taking on and then having that one potential last run with Christian when it comes.
So we've got who's going to be standout in 2024, promotion of the year, oh my god, male and female left. So I'm going to go, who's going to be the standout in 2024, do you think? So I have... Yeah, we want to. Yeah, throw your 2 cents in.
Yeah.
I've got Bron Breakker, Speedball Mike Bailey, Trick Williams, and I've put Ali on here because I love what he's doing in TNA, and I thought I'd never say that about Ali. I know. But his stuff in TNA is brilliant, and the packaging him well. Swerve. I did this before he won the world title. Jade Cargill and Chad Gable. Probably going to go Trick.
Trick,
I think Trick's going to have a big year. He's going to win the world title tonight.
Yeah.
And he's going to be the face of NXT for the next next year before they bring him up.
Okay. Yeah. Like you said, I echo a lot of them there. Swerve, Jade's got a potential big year this year. I think Jack Perry now going forward. Obviously, I haven't included him in this list because it's not. It's after Mania, but I think Jack Perry's got a potential of a big year this year. Getting away from his Jungle Boy gimmick. Swerve's got a good year ahead of him. Chad Gable, he's about on the cusp to his way overdue singles run. Kurt Angle run. I think this year Will Ospreay is going to break ground for a lot of people. Because obviously, if you watch New Japan, you know who Will Ospreay is. I think there's going to be a lot of people out there who are only discovering Will Ospreay, and at the moment, he is just hitting bangers with these dream matches. I also think, and if you go back a few years, I think this year's potentially could be a good year for a little Mysterio, a Dirty Dom.
See, I was going to put Dom. I had Dom last year, though.
This is it. So I'm torn between my nominations because I think this year could be Dom's year if they book him to win the Money in the Bank. I think Dom could absolutely have an amazing year. But the three now I'm torn between Chad Gable, Will Ospreay, and Dominic Mysterio. And it all is booking, all three of them. I think if they are all booked the right way, they're all going to put eyes on products. There's another one that's just popped in my head. Ricochet could have a good year this year with a speed thing on Twitter taking his viewership up. But I'm gonna go with Ospreay. I feel like this could be Will's big year and getting that big break that he's been carrying New Japan for the last couple of years, and I think now he's getting on TV. Depending on how he's booked and what matches they do from down the line now, I think this is going to be his year.
Okay. See, I'm a massive... John hates it. I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure if you really hate this guy or not. So I was going to say Logan.
Oh, fuck's sake.
See, I was going to say Logan, but he's already US champ, and he's there. That's why I don't... And he's already had let's face it, he's already had like every single match he's had has been 9 out of 10.
I feel as well with Logan. I think Logan's peaked at his point now. It's going to be really hard to put him into the main title pictures and take him serious. This is my opinion. Take him serious as a title contender when you've got such a heavy stacked in that company now up there. You got Priest holding it. You got Drew. Punk's going to be rattling around there. Seth's going to return back looking at it. Cody, Roman, Jay. Solo could potentially be pushed into that picture now. Sammy's going to potentially Chad. I think Logan's peaked at his point for an influencer coming into the sport. I respect what he's doing in the sport. I just don't like Logan Paul. I think he's peaked for now. I'm not saying that doesn't hold. I just don't think this year has him gone further than that US title scene just yet. Because I think that title needs Logan Paul right now.
Yeah, it does. It makes it relevant.
Yeah, I agree. I do think he can be put into there, though. I do think he can. Like, I know obviously he said it don't mean later on he can do. I do think he will. I just don't think it'll be anywhere near when Cody's got it. Cody's holding the title for at least a year now, Cody.
Yeah, I think the issue with Paul going into that title picture is the need to get people over the fact that he is a YouTuber influencer.
Yeah, I think they already have.
Stop getting his friends involved.
Slowly getting there. And that's just WrestleMania, though, isn't it?
Yeah, we know. Because I think it could very turn sour for Logan. David Arquette sour very, very quickly if they keep pushing him as this influencer coming into the sport. And I know he's giving us...
Well, just because of the year, just because of what kind of era we're in now. I don't think it will.
Yeah, I'd say it, it's the to and fro's in it. It's the ways of the schedules, you know what I mean?
For me, I don't think he does that much. He does his impulsive stuff, but I think he's concentrating on wrestling a lot more than
he is.
He's
turned away boxing as well.
Yeah,
he's turned away 4 boxing fights.
That's
it. He retired, hasn't he? He said he retired from boxing.
Full time into wrestling. I think then we can move that era forward. I think though, if he's still doing cutting videos and doing the boxing shit and getting involved in petty arguments like he did last year with that guy, they fought. Yeah, it for me that then throws him straight back into that influencer YouTuber, where if he comes away from that, concentrates on his wrestling, do YouTube videos calling out who you're facing, giving them shit. That works. Zack Ryder made a fucking career of it using YouTube. That works. But yeah, just don't bring his brother in. That's all I want to say. But
I think they will. You know, I think they will for SummerSlam because they're in Ohio. I think they'll have a tag match. I agree with what Corey Graves said the other day on his podcast. I think they'll bring Jake Paul in for SummerSlam and they'll do a tag match.
Okay, sorry.
But Jake Paul apparently is itching to do it with Logan once.
Yeah, that thing
and it's in Ohio
last week as well.
Their homeland.
Speed said about potentially making a creator style wrestling event.
Yeah.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
No, I don't.
And even if they do have the idea to do it and Logan Paul gets in front of it, involved in that, I think that could kill Logan Paul as well.
Yeah.
Although Angry Ginge versus Bevo, I do want to see that.
I do. A boxing match, though, won't it? That'll be a boxing match.
No, I want to see it in a wrestling ring. So you had a Trick from me, Will Ospreay from you, and then you said Logan Paul. It's up to you, my friend.
So I'm gonna go just for longevity further down the line. I'm gonna go with Trick because I've got a feeling he's gonna be massive. He could be someone that Triple H builds around, like future generations wise.
You heard what Dave Meltzer said about him?
They can't.
I know we don't.
Yeah.
I know we don't listen to Dave Meltzer on this channel, and he's a fucking knobhead, and I hate him so much. However, he's not a bigger knobhead than Tony Khan. That's on a different level. Or Ronda Rousey. But yeah, it was like he can't wrestle. He's got nothing to him. Don't understand why they're making him the face of NXT. Like, have you heard the crowd when he comes out? It's mental.
I've heard. I'm sure he said the Jim Cornette saying something similar about him as well. Like it's the thing is with the Meltzer and Cornette and the other people like that, they don't fit the mold that they say a wrestler should be.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, no, not even that. It's the
Omega.
Traditional. Your Brock Lesnar's, your Batistas, that sort of thing. That's their problems.
That's Jim Cornette.
That's Jim Cornette. Willis, that AEW needed to tell Dave Meltzer to fuck off, but
they won't because it bigs them up. That's the reason why.
Yeah, but it's not doing him no favours when he's marking matches down that were good in other companies.
Was Tony Storm and Thunder Rosa not 10 out of 10?
No, it wasn't. I don't know if he hasn't put his star rating out yet.
He will do. I'll bet any money that gets bigger than Rhea and Becky at WrestleMania. Any money.
And that's why we don't take his star rating seriously over here.
Yeah, we don't.
So I used to think I may have an idea, but over this last like 2-year period, he's just been so anti-WWE. It's fucking mad.
Triple H must have told him to fuck off at one point, and he's got
on. He's probably not allowed in the press conferences or something, and he's fucking spat his dummy out. If you're gonna get into the business of reviewing wrestling, you need to be impartial. You can't have allegiance.
And Dave definitely does. 100%.
Oh, I
fucking hate AEW.
And you know, said as much as anybody else. Put Kenny in a match, he gives it a 5-star rating. But
Kenny Omega versus Logan Paul, mate, 20 out of 10.
Let's go. Oh my God, moment of the year.
Yes.
So I only have
that. Fire away. You know what's to come.
So I only have two.
Oh, okay. Well, you do your 2 and I'll do my 9.
So I have obviously Adam Copeland joining. Now I think about it, I've got more, but Adam Copeland joining AEW was a big thing this year. Obviously now Okada doing it and Will Ospreay and stuff like that, but they're not on my list. I'm not gonna add loads of people on. And I've got Jimmy costing Jay. For me, that was a massive what the fuck moment this year, and that is my nomination. Is Jimmy Cross and Jay.
So, I have Priest cashing in at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock slapping Cody Rhodes. Undertaker and Cena at the press conference, yeah.
Okay.
Undertaker and Cena returning at WrestleMania. Jordynne Grace coming out of the Royal Rumble. Jimmy stopping Jay from winning the title. Matt Cardona challenging Adam Copeland on Collision for the TNT title, because I didn't see it coming. Adam Cole being the devil. I know we all knew it was. I know, but if we're going off regards of storytelling and wrestling, we didn't know it was going to be Adam Cole.
Yeah, I think next year I need to remember. Like, I gotta take my feelings about the storyline out.
Yeah,
that's what I need to do.
The Rock returning to WWE TV and having more TV time than Roman Reigns. Right, but my winner by a landslide is CM Punk returning to WWE after 10 years. If that's not an oh my god moment, what the fuck is?
Well, there's only one winner in this house, and that is Pepsi Phil returning to.
It can't be anything else. It can't be anything else. That for me was like, after everything he said about the company and everything he said about the company in AEW, and then doing what he did at AEW and then being a free agent. And I know WWE were dropping hints, but even CM Punk at that time was like, I didn't even know that I didn't have any conversation with WWE until the week of Survivor Series. And then even then it was like bits and bobs till the Friday when Nick Khan spoke to him and Bruce Pritchard. And that's when it all started flowing. So it's not anything else. It can't be. And I know you hate him, but
for me, Jay and Jimmy was bigger, but hey,
Jimmy Uso costing Jey Uso the title at SummerSlam is bigger than CM Punk returning to WWE.
Brother, he's tag team partner. Hey, Punk was.
We've seen it with Matt and Jeff and Owen and Brett.
I think once again, this is where obviously I need to take away how not how I feel about the storyline, but how I view it. Like, for me, Punk it was obvious he was coming back. It was so obvious he was coming back after he left WWE, AEW. So that wasn't oh my god, that was they bring Randy Orton back and spoil his return because they bring Punk out in Chicago to give the Chicago fans what they want. But that's my view, so I need to stop doing that. But I'll give you it because it had the people viewing, and I might
had more views than any other debut AEW has done. Or WWE has done. Yeah, I can't add. Yeah, it was mental. It's nice.
I'm bored. So when Ospreay came out, were a massive moment for me. No, because like John will know like how far I've followed Will, like from when he were in the fucking Essex, the Essex tag team in
Swords of Essex.
Culture?
Oh, Swords of
Essex. In what culture? Like to speaking to him like over COVID, like because I bought like no. To help him out, like because he weren't getting paid or anything. So I bought like loads of merch, and like a few bits of merch were stuck in Japan. So he gave me his personal email address so we could go back and forth. And so seeing someone that I've dealt with personally, like hitting that big stage, where such an emotional. It was such an emotional moment when he debuted in AEW. When he came out All In as well, I got a bit teary-eyed, I'll be honest, when he came out. So that would have been probably my debut, well, my oh my god moment of the year.
Yes. Female superstar of the year. The nominees for myself are as follows. Jordynne Grace. I've put this person on because of what she did in TNA, not WWE. Trinity.
She had a really good year. Yeah, fair.
She had a mint year in TNA. WWE's not been anywhere near close to it, but in TNA, her matches were just great. Steph DeLander.
Yeah.
I thought she had a good year in the Indies. Tiffany Stratton. is on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Julia Hart.
Yeah.
Has to be on there. As much as she pisses me off, Toni Storm, she reinvented a character, made herself relevant again because, let's face it, no one cared about her. No, I don't think anyone does still. Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Rhea Ripley. And my winner is Trinity. It's not. My winner is Rhea Ripley. It has to, yeah. I don't see it being anyone else.
I don't think I'm going to have a say in this one, lads. I think this one's going to be able to be decided between the two.
Yeah, I could sit and rattle off all these names as well. Obviously, like Chris Statlander, turning from injury this year, had a good year. Willow's had a good year. Willow Nightingale.
See, I was going to put Willow, but then it's just I've not seen much of her till just recently, so I just thought it was all after Mania.
Athena's had a decent heart. She's making the women's ROH relevant and stuff. Trying to think who you've missed out. Becky's obviously Becky. I think Zoe Stark had a decent year from coming up. She had been in some crucial storylines, but there is only one person that can win.
Maxine Dupree, Chelsea Green. I forgot about Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green's had a great year.
Yeah, but there is only one person who can win Female Superstar of the Year, and that is Mammy. Rhea Ripley.
Oh, yeah, Rhea.
She's head and shoulders above everybody right now. She's even injured, and she's still majorly relevant right now on TV because she's up. Yeah, I'm so looking forward for the Revenge Tour. It's gonna be mental.
Yeah,
and I hope
getting hurt.
Yeah, I hope by that time as well. I do like Judgment Day, but I'm hoping when she comes back on this Revenge Tour, it's Rhea Ripley doing her Revenge Tour. Judgment Day are doing their own thing, and she just wants her revenge and then links up with them once again. But it's gonna be good. Liv's gonna get absolutely ragdolled when that comes.
Yeah, she is.
She's gonna get slapped big time.
There's only 2 left. Are we leaving promotion till last?
Should we do promotion? Because I feel like promotion's a unanimous one again, and then leave.
Okay.
Or do we want to do male, then promotion?
I think promotion first, because I think,
promotion
like
first.
I say, I think it's a no-brainer this last 12 months.
So obviously we'll do promotion then. Obviously you can rattle off all the promotions. You got your New Japans, AEW, WWE, TNA Impact/Impact for after year. Obviously I don't want to upset anybody. The independent shows, you got your DCW have been really good this year. We've picked up any of the shows. But I think this year, and I think they've took it in the later half of the year, I think WWE for me is promotion of the year. They've
since all in.
Yeah. So once Tripp's got full control, it's been full throttle, and they've been so good. And I think everything that's happened with AEW in the recent months, and it's been a bit messy. They're getting themselves sorted. It's going to be, fingers crossed, we're all coming out the other side of their messy status. Impact, I'm hoping the good things for this year for them. I don't know if obviously Scott D'Amore been let go. And then obviously you got your other guys who might hopefully going to get a bit more recognition, because obviously like WWE worked with GCW doing the blood sports and stuff like that. But WWE have got to win this year, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, fortunately. But yeah.
Fortunately. Wow. I've got WWE.
I'd love to put an argument up for AEW or TNA. I'd love to have a bit more. But right now, they're head and shoulders. I think Mania's just reminded everybody why they are the top dogs in the wrestling world.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Yeah, WWE. It was really weird because it kind of shifted for me. So I used to watch AEW religiously, and then gradually I just can't be arsed with AEW's weekly product, and I watch Raw, SmackDown religiously now. Throwing NXT every now and again, but I watch every SmackDown, every Raw now. It's my new routine.
Let's say WWE,
didn't you? You watched AEW and only watched the highlights of Raw and SmackDown, whereas I was either way.
Yeah, but it's that Mania's made me try and watch as much wrestling as possible now. So I've done this week. I've done Dynamite. I've done Raw. I've done SmackDown. I did New Japan Strong. But that's down to WrestleMania. It literally just sparked that love for wrestling, and I want to watch as much as I can. Still struggle with Collision and Rampage. I just found them irrelevant shows, but they are putting some good matches on there. But yeah, it's fingers crossed we've got a bit more this year. We'll give a bit more competition to it.
Then the big one, Male Superstar of the Year. So,
I haven't even picked. Do you know what? I haven't even picked.
I've not. I've got my bunch of people, and I've not picked one yet. So we have on my list, we've got Bryan Danielson, Swerve, Seth freaking Rollins, who by the way has not got enough credit after WrestleMania for everything that he was doing. Jon Moxley.
Fuck, Mox made your list.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. See, I don't hold allegiances behind me like you do with CM Punk.
So, can I ask you a question about Moxley? Right. So I wonder if people here have the same sort of judgment of Mox like me. So Mox is a fantastic chase of the champion, but he's a bad champion.
I agree. I agree.
I disagree.
Oh, okay.
I enjoy, and I think because of how bad the product's been at AEW recently, and how much he's carried the company when he was a champion, I enjoy his championship runs, and I think his championship runs can elevate companies. So I think, like I mentioned before, I think his championship run in New Japan, it's just going to bring New Japan back up from what could have been a quiet death.
Yeah.
So but at the same point, Matt will tell you, I'm a big Mox fan. I absolutely love Mox. Like, not many matches of Mox's I've watched this year where I've not enjoyed, even when they've been absolutely terrible. I still love them because it's Mox. I think he's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's got a love obsession with him, like I have with Roman Reigns.
He's my Shield guy. Well, he's not my Shield guy. That's a lie. Seth's my Shield guy, but yeah, I do love Mox. I love Mox and wasn't keen on Ambrose because I didn't like how they did Ambrose. Are you muted?
You muted yourself, mate.
Fuck's sake. Sorry. I apologise. But yeah, I'm the same. Like, Ambrose was so bad. It's wacky Ambrose with his crazy, his crazy attitude. Like, it's just so dumb as a character.
To me, it was funny though. I did laugh at half the shit he did, but he's not kind of
the hot dog cart with joke with when he was spraying. Mustard and ketchup.
The stuff he did with Seth, I thought was hilarious.
I think with Moxley though, I think because I've literally only just finished his autobiography. I think obviously listening to that, I would say I've read some of it, but I listened to it at the end of it. Once you get inside his head, for someone who like him to write that book and let you into his head a bit, you get a little bit more newfound respect for him. It's done the same with Drew. That's why I absolutely adore Drew. His book was amazing.
Oh, Drew's book was
I'm going to do Becky's soon. I'm going to listen to Becky's soon. And
there's Audible, or do you have to buy it?
No, it's Audible, and she's reading it as well.
I'll buy it.
See, that's the thing. So when I do that, when I buy an Audible, it has to be them reading it. I just can't. And I know I hate her accent, but I just
I really want to read the Zlatan Ibrahimovic book, but it's not him. It's not him. So I've not done it.
Her accent would be a lot softer, mate, on her thingy, because
I've heard clips from it, so I'm all right with it. So I'm going to buy it.
She puts her accent on thicker for TV.
Yeah, I know. That's why I hate it.
That. But yeah.
Oh, actually, really good Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins one. Interviews. Have you heard of? There's a series on the internet called Last Meals.
Oh, mate, love it.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you seen both? Seth and
yeah,
love them.
They're really good. I think it shows Becky in a very different light.
It shows how humble and very insecure Becky is. Really does. It's really good. But yeah, no, that's I love Mox, and he knows it, and he winds him up. Anybody else?
I've got Eddie Kingston on my list.
Fucking hell!
I haven't really. Stop me You're joking. Matt Cardona, as usual, every year.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, because I can't go a year without having Roman Reigns on my list. Damian Priest, LA Knight, Gunther, Jey Uso, MJF, Will Ospreay, and Cody Rhodes. My winner.
This is literally off the cusp. This one, it's not planned. I can tell.
This isn't planned. So I thought about them all by this one. I'm gonna go Seth Rollins.
Good choice. I can't argue on that one. I was gonna go Cody because Cody's not missed a step this year. But I just think Seth, what he's done for the world title since winning it and having it on every show, every pay-per-view, without complaining, being injured and still showing up, wrestling through the injury, doing what he did at Mania. I just think it's Seth Rollins. There was a big shout for MJF. I thought he did really well with the title to a point, and then it got a bit stale, and it was like, they should have just dropped it. And then Bryan Danielson was my third choice out of them all. So it's sort of the same list as yours, mate. I've got the Sami Zayn. I've got Jey Uso. I think Sami and Jay's had a great year. Cody's there, Seth's there, Will Ospreay's there, Swerve's there, Mox is there, MJF's there. Eddie Kingston's been great, mate. He's carried that bridge between New Japan and the American marketplace. But yeah, no, back to my list. Yeah, I've got the usual suspects, Cody and Seth and Roman and everybody. There's a lot of standout. But it can be really easy, and I know I've just listened to you guys talking. It could be, people picking Cody, and people question why we probably didn't pick Cody this year. I think Cody's too much of an obvious pick for me. And if you watch the videos throughout the year, I am a Cody crybaby. Proud to be. I'm backing Cody. But I'm with you, mate. I can't argue. The unsung hero this year is Seth Rollins. I don't think he's got enough credit this year because of Cody. I'm not taking a jab at Cody in any shape or form. Cody, we have called him and Jey Uso and Sami. There's a lot of people who've got a lot of credit, but continuously for the last 12 months, there's been one thing consistently on the TV. There's one championship consistently on the TV being represented week in, week out, and that is Seth. And the fact that guy's wrestled the last 12 months with an injury or injuries, and then to put his body on the line for Mania. I've seen a clip yesterday when he got tipped by the chair, the way his leg bends.
Yeah.
That guy to put his body on the line for Mania, the way he reacted to Drew winning, hands down makes him the superstar of the year. Like, and people, please comment and obviously tell us your ideas. But I do get where people will come. When I made my list, I was going Sami or Jay because I think they've had absolutely amazing years. But on reflection and think time, and you touched on it before we said anything, that Seth Rollins hasn't had the props he deserves this year. 100%. Head over heels, he's got to be the superstar of the year. And he, just like Rhea, I cannot wait for the return. In my eyes, I want the rebuild, redesign, reclaim Seth to come back.
Yeah, the
architect. More edgier. I'm not a fan of the gimmick at the moment. I think because he's going to be out for injuries, I think they've got a good chance to do this again. Bring back the architect. I can't wait to see him and Cody go at it. it's going to happen.
So I reckon for the last 2 years he hasn't had the praise that he should have.
No, because it's been people.
We said this time last year that we personally don't think he's been given enough praise that he deserves.
There's been people not overshadowing him, but if you look at the whole 1,000 and odd day run that Roman's been on, like, all talk's been Roman. Yeah, absolutely. The one's niffing. It's been Roman. But Roman's not been on TV. For the last 300 and odd days that World Championship's come on, Seth has been on TV every week. Every pay-per-view, Seth's there. Injured or not, Seth's there. And he mentioned it when he cut the promo. Like, he's fed up. And I was part of the promo for that, but he's fed up of being that championship not being on TV and having to carry it on his own back, putting his own body at risk for us, for our entertainment. Like, I know people, and these last couple of weeks, I've had a lot of people saying, it's fake. Yeah, I fucking do.
What?
Yeah, mate, sorry.
It does my head in. Like,
it really reminds me.
I literally, knowing people say that to me, they get fired back straight away.
Santa's still real though, mate. Santa's real.
People are fake. Wrestling's real.
So, knowing anyone says that to me when I say I'm a wrestling fan, the first thing they say is, it's fake, yeah? And it's like, so do you like Coronation Street that you watch?
Well,
that's not real, right?
That movie you go to, every time you bang that same movie on, you really enjoy it. It's not real.
It's such a dumb argument. Like,
yeah, it's not real. Yeah, it's predetermined. But like, there's people that end up crippled doing this, and there's people died in the ring for our entertainment. And I feel like Seth Rollins and Kenny Omega to an extent now as well. Two superstars that put our enjoyment before their own life.
Fucking Kenny did. Kenny could have died if he would have just left it a few more fucking days.
So, we don't even know if Kenny's coming back. That's how bad Kenny is. But yeah, Seth's you know how much I love Seth. But Seth's stand out this year. I think, depending on how he returns, I think Seth will be a competitor again next year. I think Seth will be a competitive superstar of the year in any company he goes to. No matter where he is.
Agreed.
He is got to be the top guy. And as much as I hate it, I can't wait for Seth CM Punk, because it's going to have some pure hatred that is going to be natural and real coming out.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, for me, that's going to be the same sort of feud as MJF Punk, which is the only feud I've enjoyed of Punk's ever. But Seth wins, mate. Hands down. But I'm not taking it away from Cody.
No. Not taking it away from anyone, because to be fair, we've had such a good year of wrestling when AEW up to all in. And even then, I said it last week, the pay-per-view, I said it from the video that got posted today, the pay-per-views that AEW puts on are always great. There's always one match contender of the year, always.
Yeah.
The issue you've got is the weekly shit is crap. And there's no story.
Can I go back and change my tag team of the year?
Yeah, if you want.
Pro Chachos.
It's not winning.
Pro Chachos?
Yeah, MJF and Adam Cole.
Yeah. I'm very surprised that's
Day, but
so now you've got Judgment Day or MJF and Adam Cole.
No, it's going to be Judgment Day. I'm not changing it.
We were speaking about Seth wrestling, and obviously, and rightly so, he's won Wrestler of the Year. Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Dom Mysterio, Rhea Ripley have been there every single week as well. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. Roman Reigns has been away, and I love Roman, and everyone knows how much I love Roman. But I can't argue with the fact that these people that have kept the weekly TV shows going on, SmackDown was poor at one point because there was just nothing. It was just the Usos and Solo against Kevin or Sammy or something else. Where on Raw, you had Judgment Day, you had Jey Uso, Seth Rollins there, Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch. It was just constant, and yeah, you can't argue with it.
I forgot all about Jay's return. How good that was. Him coming out with Cody bringing.
Cody brought him over, yeah.
Oh, payback.
The fucking thingy, the peace out, the Usos were so sick of us at an end
point. The storyline, mate, the bloodline this year has been really, really good. But
For me, Jay's had a great year. I think this year, depending on how they book him again, and this is the important thing about wrestling, it's how each person's booked. I think Jay could have a better year this year when he gets gold around his waist.
I've just thought of a category that you haven't done. Commentary team of the year.
Pat McAfee,
I was thinking this
Michael
last
Cole.
night. I was thinking this last night, and I was thinking to myself, there's only one commentary team, isn't there, that wins it? I could have done ring announcer of the year. Samantha Irvine wins it.
Yeah, Pat McAfee. Sorry, Pat McAfee, Michael Cole, Corey Graves, Snoop Dogg, WrestleMania 40. Commentary team of the year.
Yeah, done and dusted.
That's it.
Can't argue with it.
Samantha Irvine, unsung hero of the year, I'd say.
Yeah.
She's
unsung. We never did unsung. Yeah.
Yeah. There's loads, mate. If we really want to, we could throw in our affiliation with the WWE Euroshop as well, shirt of the year. Drew McIntyre's gravestone. But no.
The Hell Froze Over one for me.
Annoyingly,
I
do like the Hell Froze Over t-shirt. Annoyingly. I think it's a good t-shirt. It just belongs to the wrong fucking person.
So, quick question before we finish up, because it has been a long one, so I'm going to have to split this up. But
got a bit to chop out. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know the camera shot when I was on the phone. Just put a sticker over it.
Yeah, no, I will do. I'll put a peach over it or something. This time next year, when we're doing this, if you had a shout for Wrestler of the Year, who do you think it's going to be? And obviously we said standout, but for the one person,
female.
Yeah, we'll do male and female.
Female, Roxanne Perez, all day. Because
do you know what? I don't hate it.
No,
don't hate it.
She'll be the big move in the draft next year, unless she loses tonight.
I can't believe I'm saying this. If it happens, because there's rumors of it happening. If Natalya goes to TNA and has matches in TNA with Jordynne Grace, one of those matches could be match of the year. Natalya versus Jordynne Grace, really, I really want to see it.
Natalya is, and I know you moan when I say it, she's so underrated considering what she does for that company.
I don't like I don't like her matches. I think her matches are boring, but given the right opponent and an actual wrestling match, I think her and Jordynne Grace would be absolutely mint.
I think she'd do wonders for the knockouts division as well. Absolute wonders.
She's good
female. She's just returned, and I really enjoyed her stuff before she went off injured. I think Thunder Rosa. I think Thunder Rosa could have. I say this to you, and I'm going to find a date of it, mate. The Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker lights out match.
Britt Baker, I watched it.
So good.
One of the best female matches I've ever seen, mate. I think that
you never watched Alicia Fox versus Melina, mate. A fatal 4-way. Come on, man.
What a match!
But also, you got Rhea and Liv, mate. I think there's going to be a good year for them again. I am looking forward for that return. Whenever that comes, I hope it's one of them returns we're not told about. It's not advertised. Liv wins the title and that music hits, and she's looking and Rhea comes out and just hits her. And end of a pay-per-view, box up, done. That's all we see is Rhea standing over her. Male wise, do we do the obvious? Because I do think this year Cody's going to go on an absolute. It's going to be having an half year, but I don't want to do the obvious. I'm going to go a bit of a side one because he's been around a while. But watching this week and watching some of the ROH stuff as well, I reckon Mark Briscoe could have a potentially good year this year. I don't think he's got long left, and I think Tony Khan might be giving him a bit of the time that he deserves. Hook as well. If Hook makes the jump to NXT, as it's rumored, although I'll put it out there now, if Hook jumps to NXT, I'm tuning in.
Yeah, all day.
So yeah, that was going to be the next question, but May probably go Cody or Jay. I think one of those two will probably Jay could have a mint. Yeah, obviously depending on what happens with the bloodline and get it back together.
Book Chad
right? Gable could with his new heel persona, and eventually the Creed brothers are going to take out Otis and Tozawa, and then they're going to join Gable, kind of thing. My next question was, who do you think is going to make the next major jump from either promotion, from WWE to AEW, AEW to WWE?
Can I throw in a curveball for Superstar next year?
Yeah.
I think Montez Ford, right, he gets rid of Angelo and split him up in this draft. Have one go to Raw, one go to SmackDown. Like, have Tez make a run at Sammy. I couldn't think of a better match on that card.
It'd be good if they didn't just start the Pride.
Yeah, it just didn't start the group with Bobby Lashley in the Pride.
It would have been good it would happen if they didn't start it. But Montez Ford, if for whatever reason Bobby and Angelo get injured and he has to do some sort of solo work, I think that could be his turn, like Jay did when Jimmy got injured.
Him and Logan, mate.
Ricochet, mate.
Stop throwing Ricochet into everything you've
mate. Ricochet's gonna happen. But what was your one, Matt?
What jump?
Biggest jump?
I don't see anyone going from WWE to AEW that's currently signed at the moment.
Yeah, I can't see it, but we don't know what tomorrow holds, do we?
Starks to WWE.
So see, Starks, I feel that's a given because of his relationship with Cody. I'm trying to think out of the box. Like Hook could be great going across there.
Playing with Willie Reeves' son in that little faction that he's got down there. That'd be so good.
I want Hook to hit TV and not speak and be a loner. Just do his own thing.
Like Solo was when he hit NXT.
And could Hook potentially be the next Heyman guy?
I don't hate it.
Because I don't think Hook's strong on the mic. He's okay. But
his promo this week on Dynamite with Jericho was brilliant. Once Jericho put hands on Taz and he was telling him to get out of his ring, it was fucking brilliant. I really like that one.
How long's Jericho signed to AEW for?
I think he's got a big, massive contract. Trying to think.
I wouldn't want to see
it back in
WWE.
If it happens, because all the rumors are flying around, I don't think it's going to happen, but if it happens and it does come true for some mad reason, if MJF makes that jump, it blows every plan, every thought that every wrestling fan has right now out the water. But I think it's more realistically Hook or Malachi going back to WWE would be the next big jump.
Malachi back to WWE, you can see he is clambering to get back there, and I don't blame him because that's where his wife is, man.
But take Brody King with him.
Oh yeah, take the whole lot, take the whole House of Black with him. That's just run that faction in WWE.
Yeah.
But I can't. Yeah, I agree.
I don't know that one's. It's the rumors and swirling around. He makes
Jinder Mahal to TNA.
Jinder Mahal and Impact.
Honestly, I want to see Jinder Mahal in TNA.
So do I.
Jinder and Xia Li in TNA, mate. I want it. Moose and Jinder hold the title.
The two-man band's getting back together.
Yeah, Heath Slater. Well, I want him to turn on Heath Slater. I want Slater to come out and pretend they're mates, and then he absolutely just kills him, and then goes after Moose for the title. Jinder Mahal versus Moose, and I'm all over that. And Nick Nemeth, throw him in there. Love it. TNA's sick, mate.
It's but it's been.
This is what TNA did wrong last time, but they're doing it with the right people this time. Is they went for all the WWE guys that got released.
What AEW is doing now.
Old. Whereas now they're getting that talent that is still good. So they've got Ali, they've had Nick Nemeth, they've had
That's by Elegance.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't defend her anymore. I can't do it. I can't defend her anymore, and it's really I love her, but I can't defend Dana Brooke anymore. I agree. Trent Seven as well has made the switch. I really wish he'd go back though and be with Dunn and
Yeah, as I say, I think the big strong boys have got a good year ahead of them as well. I think anybody that's been in the black and gold branding is going to have a good year.
Yeah,
because they're his guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an exciting year ahead. Pay-per-view wise, obviously got the UK is getting a couple again. We've seen them all the show. I think we're in for a good year. I think if AEW can sort themselves out, put a bit more competition back up, I think, like I say, Jack Perry's got potential for a good year this year. There's stuff there, but it's wrestling. It changes more than the wind. Because one person might not be over, but then the fans get behind them and they're over. It's crazy in business, but it is a big one. It's quite a long episode. Thank you again, Teddy, for joining us. Well, I'd definitely have you on again, especially if there's New Japan events on. You can, like I said earlier on, I think you're going to be our New Japan correspondent. The Ollie Williams to our Family Guy. But guys, mentioned it earlier on. You can see it above us and below us. Social medias are down there. The links, telling you about the links up there. It's in the box below. Hit the link, subscribe, thumbs up, comment on your winners. Let us know what you think. And hit the social medias up. But guys, till next time. Yeet.
Yeah, yeet.